Today I'm here with my incense burning, I've got a glass of vodka and orange, and I'm going to give you a story time about the worst physical pain I've ever been in my entire fucking life. And I once dropped a metal bench on my foot, my bare foot, worse than that. So get ready because this is something that could happen to you too. So before I start chatting shit, does anyone want to take a guess at what it is? It is my eye. And spoiler alert, this is something that could happen to you too if you have dry eyes. So warning, if this happens to you or if you've had this happen to you, it is shit. It is the worst thing ever. And even better, to this day, I have no idea how this happened. Absolutely none. Because when I went to the optician told me that this can't happen unless you injure your eye in some way. Like, it can't just happen, you've got to have hurt it in some way. But I just woke up like this, so either I scratched myself in my sleep somehow, banged my face in my sleep, or blame my dog. Maybe she clawed at my eye in my sleep, but I have no idea how this happened, and I probably never will. So let's set the scene, shall we? It is February. I go to bed, it's a normal day. I wake up, my eye hurts a bit. I'm still kind of half asleep at this point, so I just go to the bathroom thinking that, because this is it when I was living at my parents' house, and my bed was next to like a bedside table, and I thought, oh, maybe I've accidentally hit my face into the bedside table in the middle of the night. I'm a heavy sleeper, I've done that like once before, it didn't seem out of the realm of possibility, and I was still half asleep. It was like 6 in the morning, and I wasn't going to get up yet. So I went to the bathroom to see what my eye looked like. It looked normal. It kind of hurt. It really hurt to open, but it looked normal. So I just looked to see if there was an eyelash in it. There wasn't. So I put a cold bottle of water against it for about 5 minutes, then just decided to go back to sleep. You know that thing you do with computers where it breaks and you turn it off and back on again in the hope that it'll work? I did the human version of that, which is just go to sleep and pray that it's better in the morning. It was not. Spoiler alert. I wake up for real that day at about 8 o'clock in the morning. And at this point, as I said, I live with my parents. So I went in to see my mum. My mum, conveniently, works at an optician's. So I just said to her in passing, oh, my eye hurts a bit. And she said, oh, did you do anything to it? Like, have you scratched it? Have you banged it or something? And I said, no, I don't think I've done anything. And she was like, oh, you'll be fine. Just, if you want, we can go into the optician's early and I can get the optician to look at it. Because, you know, privileges. I'm the daughter of someone that works there. And I'm sat there thinking, I don't know what I've done, but yeah, I will go into the opticians, you know, better safe than sorry. I may as well, considering that it's so, you know, easy for me to go in and see the optician. And at this point, the pain goes from hurting when I open my eye and just generally aching the rest of the time to excruciating pain. Honestly, this is the worst pain I've ever felt in my entire life. For about 30 seconds, in my eye, the only way I can describe it is a sort of sharp ache. If you've ever had this problem, you will know what it feels like because it is awful. It hurts so much. It's the worst thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. I am like full on screaming, crying. It was awful. So my mum said, okay, get up, get dressed, we'll go now, because we were both still in our pyjamas. So it was so bad that I didn't even put any fucking makeup on. I got about halfway through and it started again, and I couldn't do it because this pain came on like for about 30 seconds every 20 minutes, say. I couldn't do it. I got halfway through and I gave up. I just put my sunglasses on and went crying all the way to the opticians. I get in to the opticians, and while they're trying to they're stood at the till trying to sort out all the admin stuff, because obviously I'd gone in before the opticians opened, and I just kind of abandoned all dignity at this point. I was crying my eyes out. I was sobbing, screaming in the middle of a Boots opticians. That was nice and embarrassing. But after about 5 minutes, I got in to see the optician herself. She takes a look in my eyes with the flashlight that they use, and immediately she figures out what it is. Now, every single person I have told about this problem I've had, as soon as I tell them what it was, they immediately shudder. It's like a nails on a chalkboard kind of reaction, because it sounds really, really painful. And it was really, really painful. She took one look in my eye and said, "You've torn the lens off your eye." And let me clarify this, not a contact lens, the actual physical body part, the actual lens that's attached to your fucking eyeball. I tore mine off. I don't know how I did it. I, honestly, to this day, not a clue. I'm assuming I did something in my sleep, because again, the optician said to me, you have to injure it for this to happen. Don't know what I did, but she looked at it and said, you've torn the lens off your eye, and you have really, really, really dry eyes, and this is why this has happened. So she sent me home with a load of eye drops and said, come back in 5 days. Don't wear any eye makeup until then, and hopefully it should have fixed. Now, up until this point in my life, I had never, ever, ever used an eye drop. I'd never had a reason to. Now I use these eye drops I got given like 3-4 times a day, so it's natural to me. I'm an eye drop pro now. But then, I'd never put in an eye drop in my entire fucking life. I didn't know how they worked. It felt so unnatural for me to be squeezing something into my eye. And even better, it stung when I put the eye drops in. I know it was going to make it better eventually, but at the time when I was putting it in, my gosh, did that sting. And it still happened about every 20 minutes, like excruciating pain. Like it was full on like screaming. I trapped my leg in a vice kind of screaming. It was horrible. And I obviously had to stay home from work. But when I went home and the pain came on again, I had to start like singing songs like as it was happening to try and distract myself, because the theory was if I focus on singing the song, then I won't be focusing on how much my face hurts. Yeah, essentially that's the end of that. I went back, I didn't wear any eyeshadow for a week. I wore eyeshadow on one eye for a week, which is kind of a look because I was not willing to go out without any eyeshadow on. So I just did it on one eye, which is, I think it's kind of iconic of me, to be honest. I'll try and attach some pictures because I definitely made some TikToks about it. And I went back in a week. The optician said, yeah, that's healing, just keep using the eye drops when you need them. And I've been using the eye drops ever since. So, yeah, I tore the lens off my eye. Isn't that fun? The funny thing about this whole thing is that I don't actually have that bad of vision. I do have glasses. These are the pair I wear in my hair. I've lost my other pair. I don't know where they've gone. I need to find them because they're expensive. But my vision is the smallest distance prescription you can possibly get. The reason I have them is because I'm also really light sensitive, which means if I go into a white room or go outside on a sunny day without my glasses on, I'm just blind, which is great. So yeah, tell me if you've ever done this in the comments, because I want to hear people who've had the same experience. It's horrible, isn't it? It hurts so fucking bad. Also tell me what videos you want to see from me, because I know where my popular market is, but there's only so many videos I can make about looking like Helena. Yeah, just give me ideas. I'll probably do them. Okay, bye.